I'm going to make a simple project that has to do with encrypted patterns. We just click on the Add Patterns icon, and here I have Kim Diamond's folder. This pattern right there is an encrypted pattern. I know that because it's encrypted to my controller number 19984, and it says a .pat. And here's another one. I have no idea which one. Oh, this is the frog panto. So if I open that, I'm going to exit here and delete that pattern. Yes. Okay, go back and do this. The frog pattern, I click on it and I double click and it just puts it over on my preview window. What I wanted to show you is this. I'll go and do this pattern. See, it is this weird color in my little window where I add patterns over here, and that tells me that this is an encrypted pattern. So if I go to select, and now I'm done. I don't know why that one didn't come up. There it is. That's that frog pattern. You see, you know it's an encrypted pattern when it does this. Any other pattern, these are QLIs. If I click on those, see, they're not that color. So now click done, because I'm finished with this. And here's kind of what I want to get you to understand. And I didn't know this until recently. A question was asked about how to take an encrypted pattern from the Statler to, or an encrypted project from the Statler to the SAM computer. And I had no idea how to do this. I have everything encrypted to my controller 19984, and some people have them encrypted to their security key. Well, if you're using 6 and you want to know what your controller number and your security key number is, just click on Help, go down, click on About, and here it gives me my controller serial number is 19984. My red key number, serial number here, is 00643. So I'll show you that because if I set up a project that is going to be encrypted, it's going to do that. Click on this. I'll put in some information over here. I'm in the repeat patterns mode, even though I have the Statler running. I'm not going to do this in the edge-to-edge mode. So down here in this setup box area, I have pattern, location, point, and individual pattern details, and it says this pattern is 10.21 high and 12.12 wide. And if I go on down, it tells repeats and rows. Right now it's set on 1 and 1, and it tells me the width is just one repeat, one row. So I can change this, change the total width. I'm going to set this up like it's 60 inches wide, and it's a little square quilt, 60 inches high, the long the quilt is. I don't know if I need any vertical spacing or anything yet, so I'll go over here and click OK, and that'll place that on the screen. I think my vertical spacing is fine. Now, this pattern is encrypted. That's what this tells me. Okay. I'm going to save it, and then I'm going to experiment with it. But before I do that, I'm going to go up and add another pattern. I'll get one of her patterns that's a QLI. Oh, this will work right here. I know it's not encrypted because of the color. I'll select it. Done. Okay. Over here, the pattern is, if I click on that one, well, it doesn't tell me up here that it is a an encrypted pattern. Doesn't tell me it's a PAT file. But I know that these two are encrypted because when I went to get them, it showed me my controller number. So this is just a regular pattern, and I could put that on the screen and show it, but there's no need to. I'm going to delete that pattern, the Greek pano. Yeah, I want to delete it. So I have this all set up, and I'm going to save it. I'm going to save it as a test file. So I go to save, and I'm just going to name it pat file test. And this is the 5th month, the 10th day of 2016. So I'm going to save this. Now, here's what I want to do next, is I'm just going to minimize this, go over to my Explorer folder, go down to the C drive. Over here, I'm going to go down to Projects. Okay. Open my Projects folder and just scroll down to this PAT file, and they'll be in alphabetical order. Okay. Okay, here's a PAT file test 5.10.16. That's the one I want to look at. Over here, look, it's project PROJX file. That means it's encrypted. I'm going to right click, copy it, and find my USB drive F here, and I'm going to just paste it over there. Go check it, make sure it's there. Okay. It's going to be there somewhere. Okay, here it is. PAT file, and it says it's a PROJX. So I can go to my SAM computer and test and see how this is going to react. Close all of this out. Another thing you can look at up here, see it says that it is in this very top, it says it's a PROJX file, which means this file is encrypted. Doesn't make any difference if you add a non-encrypted pattern in this project. The entire project is going to be encrypted. So I'm going to just close out this recording, and I'll take it to the SAM computer and try to open it.
I have been experimenting with encrypted projects that were set up on the Statler computer, and then trying to take them to your SAM computer and open them. Here's what my experiment has shown. I'm going to start to Creative Studio here, and we'll try and open an encrypted project in SAM that was set up on the Statler computer. I have opened Creative Studio, and I get to this window, Run Creative Studio Standalone, so I'll click OK. Then it comes up with this. Now, since I'm working with encryption, I need to either put in my controller number or my red key number. So I'm going to put in my controller number, which is 19984. 19984. and click OK. I'm going to go and find an encrypted pattern and show you that I can open that without any problem. I'll just go to my drive that has some of my patterns on it, find a pattern that is encrypted. Should be one in Kim Diamond's folder. Looks like all of these are QLI patterns, so I'll have to try a different one. Okay, I have several patterns now in a different folder that are encrypted. Remember, I put in my controller number, so I'll select this pattern and click Done. I will put this pattern on the screen. So using my controller number, it works fine this way. But it did not let me open an encrypted pattern project in SAM when I use my controller number. So now I'm going to just exit out of this. And no, I don't want to save it. Now, start up Creative Studio again. And since it did not let me open a project that was encrypted, I click yes there. I put in my red key number, my security key number, which is 00643, and see what happens. I'm going to go to File, Open Project, and I'll go to my C drive and find my encrypted projects folder and just see what happened. Here's encrypted projects. There's an encrypted project I did a few days ago. I'll click on it, I'll open it, and it opens fine. Now I have another one. I'll try it. Open a project. And I did this one yesterday. And it opens fine. So if I put in my red key number, I can open encrypted projects that were encrypted on the Statler computer system and bring them to my SAM and put in the red key number and open them. But if I try to do anything in SAM with encrypted projects using my controller number, it doesn't work. Okay, run it in standalone mode. I'll put in 19984 and now I'll go and get these projects. Try to open it. Unable to load encrypted project. Possible copyright violation. I'll just click OK and it'll be satisfied with that. I'll try this one. It won't open either. But if I change the instead of using the controller number, if I use my red key number, it will work fine. So you can see that's what you have to do. And I could just go to Tools here, Technical Support, Controller Definition, and down here I could put in the standalone and put in my red key 00643, and I'll say for the file, save and close. And now I should be able to open the project. Okay, I may have to restart Creative Studio. Most likely. I'll close it. I'll restart it. And I'm going to see if that is in the controller definition. Yes, it is. Try my Encrypted Projects again. And yes, it's going to open. Since I put that into my controller definition, put in the red key, I'll try the other project. And it works. Okay. So that's apparently when you save an encrypted project, it saves it to the red key number, not to the controller number. Now all of my patterns are encrypted to my controller number, so this should tell us that if we're going to open an encrypted project in standalone, we must have the red key number in that box instead of the controller number.